I love that sound. Hello and welcome back to the Queen's Cast. It is your girl, Dimples the Queen, and I am joined by another queen, but I'm gonna let her properly introduce herself.
Grand Rising, everybody. It is the Queen, the host of Stay Woke and Ratchet Conversation. Hey, y'all.
We about to get into some shit. You know what? We always get into some shit, but today we're gonna get into some strip club shit. Now I had to search around the Himalayas to find somebody that would talk to me about the motherfucking strip club because bitches acting like it's a virus. I'm like, will you talk to me about the strip club? And I'm talking about baddies. So I'm just glad that I'm joined by one of my own baddies. How you doing today? You look so beautiful.
Thank you. You too.
Yes, I'm so excited to have you here because we're about to talk to them about the strip club. You ready?
I mean,
You ready?
I was born ready for anything.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you this because I have some curious questions myself. So, what made you like start dancing?
Me? Okay. So let's get into it. So I started dancing because I wanted some money.
Period. That's why we all started.
Period. That's it. I wanted some money. But my story is interesting and unique. I literally was in college. And I started dancing because I was working little regular people jobs. Not regular people, y'all are great, but working 9 to 5 jobs and clock in jobs. That's what we gonna call them. Clock in. So I was working clock in jobs and I just kept quitting and getting fired and quitting and couldn't pay bills and stuff. And I went into this club one day and I was actually been dancing my entire life, not adult entertainment dancing, but just dancing, ballet, jazz, hip hop, that type of dancing. So I went into the club and they was just making it rain. Like I never been to a strip club. This is my first time.
What city were you in?
Miami.
Okay.
Oh,
What
Houston.
club?
Houston. Or was I in Miami? I was in KOD.
Okay.
And they was making it rain and they weren't even doing nothing. Like they was just like shaking a little bit. And I'm like, and I'm over here struggling, can't pay $400 rent. You got me fucked up. So I came stripper.
Okay. So was it
I
like
started dancing, excuse me.
I know, the entertainer. So was it like what you thought it was gonna be like when you actually got in there and you started dancing?
No, absolutely. Well, honestly, I didn't have any expectations. So it wasn't anything that I thought because I didn't think shit. I just a desperate mind doing a desperate thing. So, yeah.
Okay, well, if you call it desperate mind doing a desperate thing
Definitely desperation.
at the time, but now,
Oh, well, not now, but at the time, you said back when I
Back
started,
then.
it was in a
okay,
desperation.
that's how it always starts. Like me myself personally, I was getting pimped by my mama, and she was taking everything I had, and I was working little clocking jobs, and it was not enough. Like, and I'm kind of glad she was a beast because it made me like a crazier animal. But yeah, my mama was a pimp dog. She's like, give me all that. I need all that, and I was like, I need more. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I'm riding around in my little Pinto, and I hear on the radio, it's like, make thousands of dollars a night, get your rent, da 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 da, blah blah blah, and it sounds so like festive, like I don't know. And I was like, I need to go and see what's up. And mind you, I was fucking scared. Like I don't know if you were scared, but I was terrified. I was like, oh my god, like what if they don't like me? What if I don't make no money? What if they yell at me? What if I don't know what type of rejection I may face? And I was just like terrified. But when I went, it was like the best choice I ever made, and I just kind of never looked back. Like it was up for me from there. I was like, oh fuck that, I'm about to get comfortable here. I'm about to be lazy. Fuck everything else. Like this is it for me. Like I'm about to take a break. Like yeah. So.
I wasn't scared.
You wasn't scared?
No, and I think I wasn't scared because I've modeled all my life. I've acted all my life. I've did dance all my life. So I had my own dance team. So I was always an entertainer. So I wasn't scared. And I would go on go-sees and all type of stuff by myself. So I'm used to being in front of,
period
view. So I wasn't that scared.
Okay.
It was more just, I want some money. Like, am I gonna make some money? That's the only thing I probably was going to my man. Like, am I gonna make some money?
And did. And continue to do. So let me see. What do you think so far since you've been dancing is like the best city to dance, like to work at?
The best?
Mm-hmm.
It depends because everybody is not the same, and everybody end goal and everybody wants and needs aren't the same. So it would be weird to say what was best for me because I'm a different type of a person. So it depends on what you're looking for. What would make it the best, I guess.
Like, okay, so for a baby boomer that's new, that's like, oh, I want to go somewhere that's popping. First of all, what would some of your advice be to somebody that's trying to dance right now in 2023?
Okay, let's get into some things, child.
Like,
first of all, it depends on how old.
Okay.
Because I done definitely gave a lot of people speeches on their first days and sent their ass home. So it depends on the age, the situation. It depends on a lot of things, actually, because I'm a realist. And I'm, because I've been through this process of life, I'm understanding of people and their situations. So it would be different per situation. Literally, per situation. Because some people are definitely told a lot of young girls.
The girls that you sent home, what was the situation? Why did they need to get sent home?
So, and I can remember right offhand a time. It was this little girl. I was in Onyx, Houston. And this little girl came in there and she was like fresh out of high school. Probably ain't even graduated. I think she's about to graduate. And her parents made her upset and took her car. So she just wanted to go be a stripper because her parents took her motherfucking car. And if you don't go your ass home and stop being ungrateful and stop playing, you think this shit is fun and games and pretty and TV and get some money and you got a car and houses and hanging with celebrities. No, there is a whole entire world on the other side of this shit. And if you have a solid foundation with 2 parents at home that can help you and you tripping off a motherfucking car that you did something to lose, go your ass home.
Tell her, Mom. Tell him.
Period. And she went home. She cried and took her ass home.
That's crazy though. Like I got a story that I can relate to that, and it's like I ain't say shit. I was just kind of eavesdropping, ear hustling in the locker room, and the situation was like, shorty she came for money. She ain't need to dance, but she was like bored. And girls would tell her the same thing. Like, everybody always assume like it's a nasty environment and it's like really two-faced and catty and stab you in the back and all types of shit like that. It can be if you surround yourself around the wrong people, just like the regular world. If you surround yourself around the wrong people, you're going to be fucked up. But she was just not hearing it. She was on some shit like, no, I get to be around celebrities every night and da-da-da-da-da. So it's like, but she was kind of young at that time. So it was like, I get it, I get it. I get it. I get it. If you want to work and you want to make money, your own money, then I'll suggest go ahead and fucking do it. Like, can't nobody stop you from doing whatever it is that you want to do. But I don't knock what Queen's saying. Like, I get that. Like, I support that. If you have parents, shit, if you got one parent that's like, I want to help you, da-da-da-da, you don't have to da-da-da-da, give them a chance, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's situation is different. I came from some crazy shit. I done seen some crazy shit. So it's like, I get it, but it's like, patience is definitely a virtue, especially when you're young. And, just somebody that did a lot to myself too soon when I was young. If I would have waited, I would have, like, my level of my mind wouldn't even coexist with that person and the thoughts that they had. So I completely get it. But yeah, man.
But now in my life, I'm definitely telling people, go find something that's safe to do. Like, damn.
Okay, that's like them boys that are like suburban and they want to be hood and they go to the hood to try to
go sit your ass down.
Like, we got real fucking problems.
Okay,
we in here because we got real fucking
down.
problems. This is not a luncheon. This is not a sit down. Like, we in here working. And it's like, the crazy thing is you meet some of the craziest hustlers in the club. Like, I see girls that I'm like, when the fuck do you go home? Like, hustlers, you know what I'm saying? After hours, like fucking day shifts, like you don't understand. One day, 3 spots, fuck you talking about? Ain't going home to 7 a.m. sometimes the next damn day. And people, it's just, I just can't stand that biased opinion of like, dancers are this and most of them are prostitutes. And there are a lot of dancers that are prostitutes, period. It is what the fuck it is. Like, niggas want to pay and they're going. And
but
it is what it is.
People are prostitutes. The streets is prostitutes. The nurses prostitutes. The doctors prostitutes. Your auntie, your cousin, your mama, your sister is prostitutes.
Run it. Like,
I'm just saying.
Seriously.
So
the judgment can we stop? And
I honestly feel like fuck them and fuck people and fuck what everybody think. Like
you have to get to that place though. Like everybody don't always start there. If you start there, cool, but you have to get to that place where you don't really give a fuck about what another opinion. You really can't, because I promise you, it's a waste of fucking time. And chances are the people that have the most to say ain't doing shit. So you giving a fuck about an opinion.
Don't even put them down. Shit, fuck them. Like,
y'all
fuck them, whatever
we're not running
you
the
doing.
same race. We're just not running the same race. Like, yeah. So,
whatever you doing in your life, I feel like fuck people. Like, and I know it sounds cliche, but the more I grow in this life, the more wisdom I obtain, the more I realize
you don't give a fuck.
Fuck people. You ever see those 77 or them 80, 90-year-old people? What do they be like? They be,
don't
fuck
give
y'all.
a fuck. I don't
like,
give a fuck.
This is my journey. So whatever your journey is your journey. Fuck people and their opinions.
Seriously,
who cares
everybody.
about the stereotypes? I mean, they right. It is a lot of fucking prostitutes.
So
But
another
so
question.
Fuck
So
y'all.
yeah, fuck them. But in your opinion, so I know you said you can't and you want to answer this one. I know you said you can't answer, oh, what's the best city to dance in?
Yeah.
In my opinion, choose a city that never fucking sleeps. Vegas, Miami's
like
cool.
Vegas.
Vegas ain't for every girl. It's a certain demographic for Vegas, honestly.
I mean, I make money no matter where I go because I can adapt or blend or fit any, the fake look, the skinny look, the thick look. Like it just works. But it's more of I didn't like them because they were just racist. But
that's what I'm saying. So it's like some people have a certain level of humility. That's what I mean. Like certain areas are for certain people. Like if you can hold your shit and make money no matter what. I had a girl told me somebody spit on her in Vegas, like African American girl. They spit on her or whatever, and I think she took her shoe and kicked the nigga in the face, and they suspended her or fired her or something. But long story short, it goes down, and we get treated the worst. But it's not even that. It's more so like, you're a woman, so you're supposed to be in this place, and if you're not in that place, then I'm gonna treat you like shit. And it's really a control thing, and it's a societal thing, a man ran type situation. It's like I don't get into it. I don't get involved because I don't like to deal with those type of controlling ass people. I'd rather deal with somebody that allows me to be free as a fucking bird, because that's just the way that I am. But moving right along, in your opinion, who's the best tippers in the clubs? Regular customers,
like cities or
scammers, drug dealers, rappers, entrepreneurs.
I mean, the scammers, of course. Shout out to y'all. Wait, that's me. Wait, that's kind of bad. Okay, the scammers, y'all, yeah, they was them dudes. No.
I'm sorry, but the scammers got the drug dealers beat. Just say it. Y'all drug dealers be working really hard. So y'all be trying to let them coins go like that. You got it, but you work so hard for it.
It's seasonal. I feel like it depends because of my history in this thing. There was a season for the drug dealers. They was outside. And then, the rappers was outside at some point. Like the rappers was really outside. Y'all was getting it. But now it's the scammers for sure. The streets now is the scammers.
Scammers every time for me. I'm not never going to check out on my scammers. You know why? Because they always got to look around a motherfucking corner. They ain't got to wait for product to come in. They don't got a house, no shit. They don't got to watch their back. They ain't got to look out for 12. The only thing they got to fucking do is make sure that shit hit and they get it and they break down everybody that's involved, and that's it. And the rest of that shit come home to mama. But that other shit, only a certain percentage of this is mine. What? What am I? Scammers. Okay. I ain't got time for the excuses. I'm trying to live well. So, I said this, but I'm going to ask. But you already, you know it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, have you always danced naked, or did you dance at clubs that were like not naked?
Atlanta the first.
Okay. Yeah. For me, I started in Philly, and we had clothes
Atlanta
on.
is the first.
We had fucking bells on and hooks on and trimmings and shit.
Laws and shit. Like, you can't show shit. Like, it was, because at first it was like, how I got myself to feel so comfortable. It was like, damn, we only wearing swimsuits, so I don't get no fuck. Like,
You know what I mean?
they swimsuit. Like,
The first club I started at was a hood fucking spot. It was a bar with a stick in it, and that was the pole, bitch. You better not catch no splinter. Make it look sexy while you go around this bum ass phone. So bitches was in there with bathing suits, church sandals with no heel, leather slides. Fuck is you talking about? It was the trenches, nigga. And I was looking around, like when I first got there, I was worthy to get the job because that was the first place I worked. So I was just like, that's a lie. I started dancing at a house. That's a story for another day. Matter of fact, let's sell it. So I thought that I was getting a job modeling or some shit like that because I was modeling too, and I did jazz, hip hop, and ballet as well. And you know, it always starts like, I feel like the singers start in church and the dancers start the real dancers. And one thing we got to say about Philly is, if you can't dance, you fuck. So if you want to know the difference between a prostitute and a fucking entertainer, is let that bitch hit the stage.
Huh?
Put her on stage. If you meet her at the club, put her on stage. Let me see what she can do. Because if she can't do anything, she's probably fucking.
What?
I'm not. If you can't put your leg behind your head and spin around on that fucking pole and make it look like art, like the bitches at Magic City, you're fucking.
I don't do none of that.
You a lying ass motherfucker queen. I sink this bitch on stage. You know what I'm saying?
I know the dancing. I ain't doing all that now.
Okay, cool. What I'm saying is, you can give a show though.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's entertainment. She trying to play. She know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You bitches that don't know how to give a motherfucking show. And I'm not talking about playing with your pussy either. A show, baby. You know what I'm saying? You either entertain or you fucking. That's just what it is. So when I started, I thought that I was getting a job modeling or some shit like that. Some Sports Illustrated model, da-da-da-da. And then the nigga told us at the Derek. Yeah, I'm dropping names. Y'all ain't gonna find him anyway. He off the map. But when we got there, the nigga was like, it's actually a football party or a Super Bowl party, and I just need models to like walk around with food and shit, and they gonna tip y'all. So it went from that to that. We get there, they on some shit like, we got shirts for y'all, just wear panties. It went from that to that to that. We get there, it's a house. It's not even like a club, a real facility, a building, da-da-da-da. It go from that to that to that to that to that. Then we get there, and they like, yeah, go down basement. I'm like, yo, if this shit get any more lethal, I'm going to have to say fuck everything. Because it's not, that's when you really decide for yourself how deep is the money for you. When you can feel the heat and the hairs in the back of your neck standing up and shit like that, and you are that uncomfortable and the butterflies in your stomach ain't calming down, and you having fucking panic attacks, or you just can't get straight, it's probably time for you to dip. Real shit. Like, your body is probably telling you, like, yeah, you ain't never been here before. We don't like you here. It's time to motherfucking go. And I suggest anytime you feel like that, you feel uncomfortable, whether you at a house party or a strip club, leave. Fuck that. You ain't signing up for no extra shit. And if that's what they into, roll. So basically, I go down the basement. It is gentlemen in seats or whatever, but it's like, there's also bitches giving up lap dances without no top on and all types of shit that's just more questionable the further you go with this shit. Did I leave? No. I made money. What had happened was, it was people that was actually tipping and giving up money to like get something to drink. And I did that, but we ain't leave with much. Like, the bitches that was doing the most, they was leaving like with about $2,000, maybe about $4,000 and shit. And we knew because Derek used to brag about it and shit real heavy. So long story short, I would see it and I'd be like, listen, I'm gonna stay loyal. I'm gonna do what the fuck I do. I had my boundaries even back in the day. You ain't never gonna be able to pull out no taste on dimples. But what I'm saying is, I didn't stop going to the parties. There was about 3 more houses I got introduced to, okay? And I got to a point where I was leaving with like, maybe like $150, maybe like almost $200. And for me, that was big fish. You don't understand, bitch. I just came from a job, working my ass off for 7 fucking days at a clock-in job. That's what we was calling, at a clock-in job for 7 fucking days. And the bitch had to give all that shit to my mom. And whenever I got paid, and I think it was bi-weekly then. It wasn't no every week shit. You know what I'm saying? It was bi-weekly. So anyway, long story short, I made that shit in one night, and Shorty was turned what I call the fuck out. So when I heard that commercial that was like, you can make this and you can make that, I was like, oh, I'm about to do this shit. It's about to be over. But the last thing that I experienced before I left the houses, Derek's houses, is I found out bitches was like stone cold fucking. You know what I'm saying? Stone cold fucking. So if you're not fucking, you stay in the bottom area, which would be like your living room or your kitchen or your dining room, straight across from the inside to the living room, inside living room to the back. That's the only place you get to go. You know what I'm saying? Unless you coming in to change or woo-doo, you should stay upstairs. Other than that, everybody else go upstairs. So I was always downstairs, so I was always green. So one day I was like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta go upstairs. Bitch, the lights was off. I'm bumping and falling over niggas that's having threesomes, foursomes, orgies, dick suck, everything. Like, what you talk about? I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, bitch? I fell on somebody that was naked. I was like, somebody turn on the light. It was wet in there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was bugged out in that joint. You understand me? I was like, yo, today is the last day. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I ain't coming back. Luckily, I heard that commercial, like, literally, I think, if not the next day, that week or that next week or something like that. And I was like, I gotta try this shit. So I went. And I got it, and then I started, and it was better, but it was still hood, and it was still kind of slow motion for me because I was a newbie. That's why I was like, it's different for you when you're dancing and you just start dancing opposed to a vet. A vet is somebody that can walk into a building and scope a fucking room at a certain time and be able to depict how this night is going to end before it begins. That's what a vet can do. Those are powers that a vet possesses. So it's like, if you don't have those talents, then you're going to spend a lot of time wandering around talking to motherfuckers that ain't got no money, that ain't on shit, that come there every night and just be watching free ass, but you're not going to know no better because all you know is that you need to talk to everybody. But what I learned from working at that hood club for a year is that talking to people is another way to make money. You can get somebody to give you money in with a conversation. And I learned that shit. And by the time I left, I was leaving with money. I was leaving with like at least $1,500. I was making at least $2,000 off $5 dances, bitch, from 7:30 until 2. We didn't close at 3. Fuck is you talking about? Philly, stand up. So anyway, you know what I mean? Like, I had to get it out the mud. And mind you, all we did was we only did topless dancing. Even then, like, we never got fully naked. So when I came to Atlanta, I was scared as fuck. I was like, what if somebody touched me? I was scared. I was crying and everything. Bitch, stop. But I did it. But it's just, you gotta really be with it. And another thing, do you feel like you need to have money in order to be a dancer? Or do you feel like you could just be broke and you can become a dancer?
You can do what you want to do. Why would you have to have money to make money? Well, I mean, you might have to have money to make money, but you could be broke.
She lying. I don't know why she lying to y'all.
I danced when
How much
I was
outfit?
Motherfucking broke.
How much outfit?
The fuck?
How much outfit?
About $100.
How much your shoes?
About $100.
How much your tipping?
About $100.
How much your DJ fee?
That's after you make it.
The point is,
but you can't be broke because I was broke plenty of times and came.
Did you hear how many hundred she said before we got to the fee that you could pay after?
Still, but
that was like $300.
You could listen. As somebody who started off broke plenty of times, listen, you can. It's possible.
Okay, so y'all DM her and she
Hustle. Be a hustler, child.
Y'all DM her and she gonna tell y'all exactly.
I started from nothing, with nothing. I used to take cabs. Listen, I used to be catching cabs. So they had the club where you could be there early as fuck, y'all. It was free. So let me tell you, it's just in you and your hustle. They had free fucking tip out if you was the first big girl. So I made sure I was the first fucking girl.
Period.
It stayed down till I came up. And I mean, I was a hustler. So yes, you can start out broke. You just gotta be a hustler. We gotta be inside you and not on you. Nowadays, the girls feel like they need it because that's a whole nother different lane and area.
Okay, so she said, so you saying that you could walk in a club, no makeup money, no hair money, hair ain't done, makeup ain't never been done.
Hell yeah, I know plenty of girls did it. I know some hustlers. Stayed down and came up. I'm just saying.
I just really don't comprehend what club is letting a motherfucker work in Atlanta with church shoes on. You gonna have to buy these motherfucking things. I don't know why Queen playing with y'all like that.
And you can literally, some people would be like, you
can buy shoes that are not $100. You can buy an outfit that's not $100, but you gonna have to buy that.
Some places be like, okay, we got old shoes in here. These what you finna wear? What
type of church help assistance program fucking strip clubs your ass?
I niggas just did that to this random girl the other, a couple months ago.
Shout out to Onyx.
A girl came in and she didn't have no shoes. And they was like, look in the closet. Look in the little lockers and see if you got some shoes. And they gave us some shoes.
Shout out to Onyx.
If you a hustler, you ain't got it. I mean, what the fuck? That's what you going there for. It depends. The things change now where people is doing this because of social media has made this thing like a entertainment field. It's become a field now. Before it was something you was ashamed of. It was something. It was like
Queen got new outfits every time I see Queen. Queen hair be different every time I see Queen.
I'm grown.
Queen makeup be beat down boots every time I see her.
But this not today.
Rocking Christian Dior.
But this is not. This is today. I said how I started.
So you babies be patient.
I started the day I had on. I literally remember I had on lingerie.
You can wear lingerie.
Listen, but that's how I started. So it was something out my house, some lingerie.
And what kind of shoes?
Some fucked up shoes. It was embarrassing. And regular people hair, because you know when you first start, everybody think they naturally pretty because we don't wear makeup in regular life. So it's like, cute. Yeah, you know. But yes, I started regular as fuck. Like I was broke as fuck.
I can feel that. I can see that. I mean, on Instagram, when I first started, they used to have the stripper like care package starter kit, and you would have the little tiny money bag and the little tiny booty shoes and, you know, the little cheap outfit or whatever. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody starts somewhere. Yeah. That's the point. Everybody don't start with fucking Cuban chain link. Yeah, everybody don't start with 30-inch Brazil. Like everybody don't fucking start that way. Everybody starts somewhere. So
even if it take a week, like I mean, for me it probably took me like a day or two because that's just me. But you know, some people might take you a week. It may take two. But guess what? When you are, and this is just a testament for life. When you know and you have a vision of who you are and where you're going to end up, none of that little hard from the bottom shit be mattering.
No, that ass, because I never really considered myself a dancer. Yeah, bitch, I dance. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't one of you. I wasn't walking around like superior, but I never felt like I blended in with like the sheep or anything. I never identified for. I'm sure none of us really do, but I'm sure there are some girls that are like, I'm a dancer. That's just what it's a job. You know what I'm saying? It's not a part of who I am. Motherfuckers meet me and be like, I thought you were going to be. No, it's a Sunday. It's like 12 in the afternoon. I just wanted to get some backwoods real quick. Well, how can I help you? Like, I'm regular as fuck right now. Like, I'm at my most regular point, especially because I'm not high. So it's like, yeah, I'm regular as shit.
But that's just entertainers, period. Like, you know, bro. You see the rappers or something, and you see them regular, and people is like, "Oh, you regular, bitch? Yes. What the fuck? I gotta take off my outfit.
The fuck?
It's costume.
The fuck? And the thing about it is, when it comes down to the whole. And I have a very strong opinion about this, very passionate about. It's like the opinion of the man, which I don't really give a fuck about this man's opinion, but there's a lot of different men. But this particular man that's like, you don't deserve, or, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody never gonna wife, or what type of nigga do you expect to get? And it's like, listen, nigga, you begging bitches they don't even understand what it takes to hold up what it is that you got going on. To give you 50-50. I'm over here keeping my own shit together. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here paying my own bills, taking care of my own shit. But instead of honoring that because of how I get it, you'd rather try to degrade me or lowball me or bring me down to a point. That's why I say fuck this person's opinion, because we are better than you. I said it. We're better than you. The reason why is because we're better than you. The reason why is because our hustle matches yours, if not better. Our ability to hold up a household matches yours, if not better. Our ability to grow the next generation matches yours, if not better. So it's kind of really nothing that you can do that I can't do with the pussy as well. You know, nobody really cares about your dick. Anybody can give up dick nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Pussy is hard to get, at least mine. But anyway, long story short.
Say that motherfucking
at least ours.
Motherfucking streets.
At least
say that part again. Wait, say that last part. Somebody walked out, they ain't hear you. You gotta make sure the people heard you, that last little part.
You go out, the dick is easy to get. Pussy is hard to get. Well, some pussy is easy to get, but not ours.
Okay.
So, you know.
Just wanted that part to just
Okay.
be said.
And mind you,
some people in the back.
you will meet some of the best people in the
No, I'm just
fucking
joking.
world that are entertainers. I mean, like, I've learned more being in the club from other women than being outside in the street with bitches. I can't stand you bitches outside. Fuck y'all. The thing about it is y'all stuck up. Y'all think y'all better than every fucking body, like y'all pussy don't sweat. And it make me sick. Here's why, because it's like, these motherfuckers that I work with, my coworkers, motherfuckers are spiritually inclined, in tuned, wise as fuck, working on all kinds of different business shit and can't wait to help a motherfucker out. This is how I got here. How you doing? At the end of the motherfucking day, because motherfuckers don't gatekeep. Motherfuckers want to see other people be successful, and we also want to see women get out of the club if that's your goal. Because I'm not one to be like, it's time for you to get the fuck out the club. It's time for you to shut the fuck up. And at the end of the day, do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you better. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing, because that shit is going to slow you down and hold you the fuck back. Like, seriously. Like, going up. We going up. Stop that hate, that negative shit, you niggas that, you know you want to fuck us. You know you want us at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want nothing else, you want that. And you probably ain't got it. And you ain't get a chance to do it. So you feel away. And it's like, that's what makes us better than you. That piece of not being able to be accepted. Just because we got different opinions don't make us hate each other. It just makes us indifferent. That's why I'm better than you, because I expand my mind instead of placing judgment and blame and hate on other people. And as long as you do that, you're always going to be like low vibrational to me. So, yeah.
That part.
You want to ask me that?
Well, I can't second all that stuff. Fuck
you.
people and fuck everybody. No. We better than people. I ain't saying that shit no more.
No. Niggas
But-
with that opinion. But
Honestly, it don't affect me neither way, because as a mother who's raising a son, you don't have to walk around and be judged. And I think this is where everybody get it fucked up. You can literally have a standard for yourself and for your life. And that's okay with me. If a man say that I would not wife or take seriously a woman who works in a club, right on, my brother. I support that decision. You are absolutely right. I agree. I wouldn't teach my son to do it. However, it's a difference when you go around making assumptions and saying, oh, because she this and she that. Because no, sir, because my standards are probably higher than your wife's. And she's probably a nurse or a doctor.
period.
You know what I'm saying? And I love that also and me personally, I like being underestimated and misjudged. I love it.
Me too.
Because it's like, you see somebody and it's like, oh, they just and then you meet me and it's like, damn, this bitch smarter than me. She's smarter than my mama. Like, what the fuck? This bitch is a better mama than me. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Teach you a thing.
Don't let the entertainment. We entertainers. Like, it's become a field.
When Jay-Z get off stage, is he still Jay-Z?
No. It's a field. And I love that it's become a field. Like, it's literally a field. It's a whole career field.
Yeah.
People really fucking entertaining. Like, this shit ain't no shit you can just wake up and say, I can be no, like, to be one and thriving, to be one that's making money and, you know, healthy and not you ain't have to do so much to be able to do this. I feel like it's a job. Like, it's really a job. Like,
some people don't do it right, and it gives it a bad name, because it's like, oh, you make all this bread, you ain't paying your bills, or you make all this bread, you don't own anything.
But it's doctors that ain't. Like, come on, it's doctors that's kidnapping kids. But, you know, that's another story for another day, because it's some different shit. But,
shout out to the ranches and shit. You know what it is.
It's doctors that's killing people. Come on. Like,
ain't nobody perfect.
Nobody's perfect. And I feel like as I grow and I've learned to step away from judging people and all in other grown-ass people businesses, I take things for what they are, and I take people for who they are. What you do ain't got shit to do with me. And that's a message. Can we stop and get a little message real quick? Mind y'all fucking business. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the next grown person doing with they self ain't got shit to do with you. Mind your business. Damn. Shit.
You want to sound like that? I need that. We're going to clip the fuck out of that.
For real. Like, When I meet people, I like to get to know people. I like to feel people energy, their aura, what they speak about, where their minds is. Just because you're an entertainer don't make you slow. Period.
It actually makes you fast, and it makes you smart because you cutting a lot of motherfucking corners. You spend this much of your time at the club so you can spend this much of your time on your master fucking plan. Like,
Period.
it's genius. So,
It is.
is Queen dating, or is Queen single, or is what's going on with Queen?
I am so single.
Really?
I mean, you know.
I'm not surprised. She just said she has some high ass standards, so I am not surprised. Like,
I mean, because I'm growing and elevating. So as I grow and elevate it, as you grow, elevate, learn yourself, love yourself, understand yourself and your self-worth, it raises your standards.
period.
Because you realize you've been slumming and bumming and playing. So, you know.
Okay.
You know.
She's single. The information's gonna be in the bio.
I'm not single, I'm whole as fuck. But
What she's told.
I am definitely
But she doesn't have a life
dating.
partner yet.
No, not yet.
Slide in the DM.
Because I keep changing.
If you think you're
and
worthy.
growing.
Slide
Yeah,
in.
like, cause don't come playing. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the world, but
Period.
don't come playing, cause I ain't got the time to play. Like, I'm trying to pursue my dream. Not trying, but I am.
That's right. We are
Working
in
on my
pursuit.
dreams. I'm in pursuit of all this purpose that God put inside of me. I don't got time to be playing with nobody's son. Like,
Okay. Like
I
that
just
way.
don't.
That way. That way. So, do you think that well, shit, you already said that. So let me move to this one. Do you think that you have to have surgery to be successful in the strip club? Like body augmentation surgeries.
No, what the fuck? That's some new shit. That shit is new. That is very, 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 very new. And if you go to Chicago or you go to Houston, like you travel, there's a lot of places where everybody is not. No, that's just Atlanta, child. That's just Atlanta. That
Bring
everybody
the natural bodies back.
That
And I got
everybody
my
is.
body done. But bring the natural bodies back because I want to see what your mama gave you or what the Lord gave you. I really do. Because I think that it's beautiful because it's not the same. Now I'm seeing so many bodies that are exactly the same. If I'm next to 3 bitches that got a BBL and our backs are turned, you ain't gonna know who's who. We all look exactly the fucking same. Exactly the same. Long ass bundles all the way down our ass, long ass nails, the 6 tarantula inch heels. Like, we all look the fucking same. I'm ready to be regular as hell. Like, the fuck you talking about? Watch when y'all catch me next year. Unstoppable.
I say, just do you. Shit, just do what's best for you and what works for you. If you want to enhance because I stopped judging people. And I just feel like do what works for you. You got to live with these decisions and choices that you're making. So do what works for you and try not to get sucked up into, the fads and what's going on right now, because at the end of the day, you will transition.
Think about the long term then. If that's, you know what I'm saying, do what you want to do. Because I'm not against safe surgery. I've said it before. Like, if you want to have surgery, have surgery. You might not even be in the industry. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing it for the reasons that I did it, which was completely body dysmorphia and insecurities on period, then don't do that shit, because you're not gonna think like that next year or in 5 years or in 10 years, and your body's gonna change. You got to give yourself time. Surgery also has to do with age.
And ask some girls don't ask if you listen. Don't ask somebody who got the same fucking problem as you. Like that, come on. Cause
you ain't gonna get no new information.
We get mad at bad advice. Like, I used to be mad at people give other people bad advice, but the reality is they only can give you what the fuck they know. So if they don't fucking know, how the fuck they gonna tell you? So don't do that. Ask around.
Period.
So you can get some different opinions before you do shit to yourself. But necessary, no. Be your fucking self. If you love yourself, anybody gonna love you. That's just life, period.
That's one thing I like about, and that's just me because I haven't been like everywhere dancing. But one thing that I found in Atlanta is like, it's a lot of mature women in the club, like energies and attitudes, and they're positive and they really on some shit. Like, bitch, I'm getting a house built from the ground up. I ain't got time to worry about none of the shit you got going. I got this boutique I'm trying to run. When motherfuckers don't have nothing going on, it's a lot of negativity in the midst. And in any other club with the energies I've experienced, there was negativity in the midst, and I ain't want to be there long. And it's like, here, I still don't really enjoy clubs. Like, it's not so much dancing for me. It's just like, I'm not a club person. Nobody believes that. Unless you hang with me, you'll realize like I'm dumb shy, which is why I don't do a lot of shit, but whatever. Long story short, out here, it's really just, I'm not going to say like it's like a nature of like, hey, who are you? And I want to be your friend. But it's more so like not worried about what you got going on. I like that. I like that a lot. Like,
I love that. I love that about Atlanta. I can honestly say that this is the first place, and I've traveled more than 20 cities dancing in my career. And Atlanta is like the only place where everybody is like, not everybody now.
Nah.
Come on now. I'll be lying if I say that. But the vibes is so, we got shit to lose. Like, it's a natural vibe of shit to lose. And I love that. Because when you got shit to lose, the way that you act, handle situations, react, is so much different from people who ain't got shit to lose. And it shows. Because yes, bitches is we, you know what I'm saying? Not bitches, but ladies and queens, we all are like, now if I smack the shit out you, I got a career. I can't be smacking bitches.
Press charges and take everything I got.
Like, bitch, I got time.
I can't.
Or women like, now I got to go home to my kid, but I will smack your ass. But I got, like, it's. Anyway,
that too.
Versus some ratchet, you know, you ain't got shit to lose. Everybody just crashing.
Yeah, man. You know what? I heard two quotes. I'm gonna start with one and then I get into the other one. The first one is this guy was like, when I was younger and I didn't have shit, I hated the cops. And then when I got older and I had businesses and shit to lose, I loved the cops. I stopped talking bad about the cops and all this other stuff because I needed them. And that's the difference. Like, that's the difference in the level of maturity. You can walk around all day and be like, fuck 12. But if somebody take your shit, it ain't nobody to call.
That's how you know who the young girls is.
Yeah.
Because the little young girls be mad and they just ready to be a crash ass dummy. Mm-hmm. And the grown people is
with
like,
some sense.
Girl, what?
Okay.
Bitch.
Okay. And then the other saying I heard was like, just more so about like energies and balancing them. Like, it was saying like, a lot of people walk around saying like, I ain't gonna let nothing mess with my money. I ain't gonna let this mess with my money, please. You got the game messed up if you think this is messing with my money. But they'll let their job mess with their family, or they'll let the money mess with the energy of their household or their family, you know, dynamic and shit.
What do you mean?
Like, for instance, if you are a club promoter or a party promoter or something like that, you might have to go out and drink. You might have to be outside late and come home late. And if your partner is on some shit like, this ain't really working for me and the kids, you coming home at 7 a.m. with 30 minutes to take us to school and you smell like a brewery. Like, this ain't really working. It's like, I ain't letting nothing mess with my money. And I get it, hustle. But maybe you can focus on trying to change how you get money after you've reached a certain level. Like,
you talking about the value.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have a beautiful husband and a family, and when I say beautiful, I don't mean looks. I mean support me spiritually. You are my spiritual advisor, my tour guide on this planet. Like, you here with me one-on-one, we locked in. No matter what I do, you right there with me. You my number 2 or twin flame, whatever you want to call it. So it's like, with that being said, I depend on you in some way for support, you know what I'm saying? Which I can, because you're my partner. So it's like, if I'm telling my partner, or if my partner is telling me, and I got all this to lose, I'm not letting a couple bucks fuck with my family. If my family on some shit like, yo, we feel like we're in danger, we don't like when you go outside in the cold, I'm gonna fuck what they say, you know what I'm saying? They expressing to me that they don't like it, it's fucking with them. I'm gonna figure out something else to do to not let it interfere with the dynamic of my household that I want to keep and that I'm building, that I'm just striving to protect. I'm going outside to hustle to take care of, you know what I mean? So it's like, that was something that really sat with me today. I was just like, a lot of people just don't get that. Like, what are you willing to sacrifice to be with the person that you want to be with?
I mean, I don't know. Cause look, if you motherfucking that mad, do something fucking about it. You a motherfucking man. See, we better get into some things, because I'm getting passionate about this, because I want the little young girls to know let these motherfucking men be men. Like, this is like, we bringing this shit the fuck back. Like, if we trying to grow and be better women and be in soft eras, and we have to let these men be men. So if you're dating somebody that's in a situation, it's like hustling, like selling drugs or something. If you dating a woman and she's in her hustle mode and you come into her life and you want her to stop, help her stop. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, help her stop.
Once niggas find out how much our expenses actually are, they shake and they fucking boots. Niggas is quick to say, oh, come here, I'll take you out of here, I change your life. But as soon as you be like, all right, come on and sit down and let's get this accounting together. Let's talk about
think
these
that
numbers.
people understand how expensive our lives are. I think that people just think they don't get it. I think they don't understand how exactly expensive it is.
I've tried
just
to
walk out the door, just to say, fuck it, you ain't even got no kids. We gonna take kids out the equation. Go pay a tip out. That they say that's about $100, and in some cities $200. Fuck it, let's $200 max. You gotta motherfucking
I need hair, nails, and
hair. You gotta pay nails. You gotta do makeup. You gotta motherfucking pay DJ. You gotta pay house mom. You gotta pay sweeper. You gotta valet. Like,
you better buy your own food and liquor.
And a lot of people like liquors and stuff like that.
Drink, you know what I'm saying?
But like, come on.
We counted out 10 things right now, and these 10 things is
that's like $500, 6, like 7 or 8, like shit. Hair.
These nails right here was $200.
Shit in hair, like this
hair
shit's
right here was
crazy.
$400. How much we had? 6.
Like,
oh, did we do the feet? These feet right here was about $75. No, I'm lying. $45 feet.
But life is very expensive. Okay. It really is. But I'm just so here for the like. Be a man, like bring back taking care of families.
Yeah, like if what happened to courting? I ain't been courted in like 4 years, I think, and I've been hollered at, I've been ski, but I haven't been like, you know what I'm saying. I want to be treated. I need the gestures, you know what I'm saying. Like I want a bounty, okay, like yeah, but it's just.
I mean, that's a kind of a touchy thing because. One would say, and I'm sure the first thing that probably come to the average human person mind would be like courting. Did you just talk about being a stripper? And he goes talk about some courting me.
Courting is different. Listen, and I just got finished watching this joint on Netflix, and I'm like, we bringing this shit the fuck back because courting to me is not necessarily like it could be on some shit like you find out what my favorite color is, and you just on some shit, or what I like to do and shit like that, and you just. Send a sketchbook to my crib. It ain't gotta be a Cuban link chain or a car outside. It is. You send gifts and you send yourself sometimes, and then you take the person out on a date. And sometimes even if you don't see them, you might send a gesture. It could be.
No, I'm talking about just the Cuban. You said Cuban links and all. I'm like, that's not
shit. Yes, it is.
That's gifts.
Money bag, yo, courting.
Courting is not. Courting actually is like getting to know somebody and showing them that you want to pursue them in a long-term way.
Okay, how?
However,
just taking them out on dates
for that person. No, whatever it takes for that particular person, because what worked for you don't work for me. Some people might like dates. I may like money. Like whatever the person like. I'm just playing. But
yeah, I like a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? I like a little bit of everything. But I want to it's not necessarily
somebody
like
want to take you serious. Like I'm with men on that part. Like I feel like I would not, if I'm not telling my son, and I would not if I was a man, be out here just courting bitches.
But that's not, if you gotta understand, if you was only dating one motherfucker, you wouldn't have to worry about that. It's not my fault you want Stephanie, Timothy, Brittany, and Ashley too. So you gotta court all 17 of these bitches at one time.
You wouldn't court all of them. You would get to know people and choose a person, like I'm doing.
They not
you get
doing
to know
that,
people and you choose a person.
That's because you a real honest person. They're not doing that though. They getting to know them.
I'm grown. The grown ass men should be doing it. Like why lie? Why play? We grown as fuck. Like
it'd be weird.
That is
dating is weird. Dating is weird. Dating is weird right now. Dating is weird to me because
not for me.
I need a level of consistency. I really do, and I haven't had that. I get niggas that want to text me every 2 days. What the fuck is that?
Well, see, y'all, I get into my little preachy spells, but
let's go.
dating is not about the people and what you're experiencing. Once you realize who you are, what you got going on, what God is teaching you, where you are in this world and where you are and how you showing up in the world, I feel like it gets easier. So when you not 100% aligned with yourself, you're going to get all of this weird, crazy stuff, and it's going to be a negative look on the dating world because you got to work on you some more, in my opinion.
I agree.
I feel like you got to work on yourself some more. Now, for me, dating is not that hard because my intent, I'm focused, and my intention, I set an intention now. So I feel like a lot of us date just because I want somebody. I want to be in love, and we don't date with intention. So now that I'm dating with intention, it's not that hard. We gonna get to the motherfucking point.
So
Look,
you dating now in the intention that you're not looking. You're not trying to just. What's the goal?
the end goal is to be married and to help me build this big ass empire I'm building. Like, come sit the fuck down, not sit down, but come turn up and take over. Like, I like turn up, take over. Cause I used to say, come sit down and shut the fuck up. See, that was that masculine part of me. But now in my soft life, come in and take over and let's build and get big. Like,
I like it.
like
Very
no,
submissive. It was sweet.
but no, like, I feel like, yes, that's the intent. And then once your intentions is so clear, I don't play. And then I'm spiritually aligned now in my life. So I with all of those things, by being intentional and spiritually aligned, it don't make it hard for me. Not to say that I'm walking outside and I'm in love. No, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? That's not, no, it's an attraction. It's an energy.
So how long have you been
that's-
spiritually inclined and in tune and all that stuff?
I go in and out. So I don't think that it's a destination.
Overall, in general, if you had to say how long you.
I don't think that it's a destination. I think that it's a feeling.
No,
and
I'm
a
not.
periodic thing.
How long have you been feeling?
Recently?
I guess so.
I want to say.
Because you're looking like you would be feeling right now.
I want to say, about a good year. But then
Damn,
again,
bitch, you've been feeling for a year. I thought it was in and out.
I don't know, because it depends on what you're trying to ask me. Like, what do you mean spiritually?
So you saying that
inclined?
you dating with purpose? You saying that you feel like you spiritually inclined?
So
you
since
don't-
I've been woke, oh, you talking about since I've been feeling that woke?
since you've been woke.
I want to say about it.
You said a year.
5, no, because I was stupid last year. No, just saying. I was making stupid decisions. I wasn't stupid. I still was learning stuff. So,
Absolutely.
honestly, I felt like I was spiritually inclined then. I just felt like it was still more for me to learn.
Mm.
So, I don't know, y'all. Because I feel
I heard
like I
8 months.
grow
You said 8
every day. Like, it's so hard to say. 'cause
Yeah, I
feel
feel
like
you. I understand. I
grow
get it.
every
I just wanted to know how long baby
'cause
girl
that's
been
why I say
single
it's
because
no-
she's telling me to walk this straight rebel line, and I wanted to
Listen.
know, bitch, you walking this line, am I gonna get some dick? I'm gonna get some money, and somebody gonna be there. What the fuck is on the other side? Because I'm tired.
It's a
I need somebody
sacrifice.
tonight.
No. See, no, and that's when I say being aligned with yourself and in tune with yourself, because you'll grow some discipline. And don't you fucking laugh. you grow some discipline. You want to laugh about this conversation we had. But listen, you'll grow some discipline. And it's not easy. It's not an easy thing. And learning and understanding that is not easy, it really makes me even more proud of myself to understand that it's not that easy to choose yourself. But I feel like the more I love me, the easier it becomes. Because it's like, I don't need no dick that much. Like,
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
want
That's okay.
some-
And I buy all that because
like,
I buy all that because I've gone
don't.
years without
don't.
actually
Like,
having
I
sex
don't.
because
I don't.
I got
Like-
turned off for a little while. But
Yeah, like, I
so it's like it's
don't.
possible. It don't have to drive your boat. But what I will say is one thing that lets me know that I'm reaching different accolades is when my past comes stronger. Like maybe somebody that I dubbed that I was like, you're not up to par. I don't want to deal with you no more because you're not stepping up to the goal. I get to mind of my business, and then they coming back with like a house and a ring and all this stuff. That's how I really know that but I never step back because at the end of the day, I feel like if you didn't choose me then you know, that's it. I feel like God gives people a time where they can meet and everything like that. And if you come back, that may happen, but I always pay attention to how and why something ended. And if I don't trust your mental capacity to be like matured past that point, and I can tell. I can have a conversation and tell where somebody is, like, you know what I'm saying? And just let them talk. But it's like, I can't. But it be tough because they work harder. It's like, especially when somebody knows that you've passed them, they work harder. I gotta work harder because I be on some shit like, I might text back. He just sent me $2,000. I might have to text him back. Like, they work hard. And money is so easy, especially when you're a dancer. You know, I'm gonna go to work. You know, I'm trying to make some money. Like, so you send me some money. Of course, it's gonna be like, what do you want? Like, what?
It's a sacrifice. 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 Take a pay cut because it's a sacrifice. But it's a sacrifice. But I just feel like, choose yourself. Shit, I don't know. Do what's best for you. And if it ain't best for me, I ain't doing that shit. And if it's not best for my future, that's the difference. I stopped worrying about my instant gratification. Instant gratification.
I like that, yeah.
I stopped worrying about that. I don't care about right now. If I need some money right now, if I need this right now,
desperation
who gives a
breeds
fuck? Desperation, you're gonna do the dumbest shit. That's why discipline is necessary, because you don't do shit out of desperation. You know what I'm saying? Can't no man just walk up to me and say, I got 20,000, let's go fuck. It's been tested. They have. And I didn't. Because the where I am in my life right now may seem like, come on, that's stupid. But no, like,
at the end of the day, fuck what anybody believe, bitch. You speaking your piece. This is what you said.
It is what it is.
She
like,
said
once
no.
You
she
get
turned
to
it
a
down.
point in a place,
she knows her self-worth.
Where certain shit just don't feel good no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
played out, burnt out, over it, tired. And once you get tired of feeling those emotions, you'll stop doing shit. But karmic cycles are real, and you'll continue to go over them until you decide to go the other fucking way. So during your time spent working at these clubs, you said you've been to over 20 different cities to dance. So what is like some crazy drugs that you've seen girls taking, like in the club? Customers, just whatever. Drugs.
My daddy was a drug dealer.
I'm talking about in the club, nigga.
No, I'm saying my daddy was a drug dealer, and I used to be outside when he was selling drugs. So the drug stuff none of it surprised me. None of it. So it's like, I'm not shocked.
Well, I was very guarded as a child. So
they hit us in the streets.
I was in bed by 8 p.m. I did homework by 7:30. I was in bed by 8. I'm up at 6:30 a.m. and pretty much in school until I do before, during, and after school projects. So I was green boo. I wasn't into none of that. I didn't start dancing until my late 20s. That's number one. Number two, when I got in there, I mean, weed, obviously, and liquor, you know what I'm saying? But when I first started dancing, that's when I first started smoking. Like, people don't even know that. But once I first started dancing, I started blowing it down. And the first time I did, I had a fucking panic attack. It was horrific and embarrassing. They called the ambulance, and I was banned from smoking weed on the property. I was the only person banned from smoking weed on the property. Everybody was allowed to smoke weed but me. And any time I got caught smoking weed, the house mom would be like, is that Dimples? Tell Dimples, come here. I could be around the corner. She called me like my mom and shit. I come in there and she be like, you been smoking? I was like, She's like, yes, you have. I told you. Ain't none of that. You cut that out. Da-da-da. Because when I tell y'all, like, I passed out in front of everybody. They thought I was dead. Like, my heart, whatever. It was like one of my first times having a panic attack in public. I didn't know what the fuck to do. Because at home, when I have panic attacks, I know what to do. I have a quota. I'm gonna drink some water and I'm gonna take a shower simultaneously. Cold water, hot. Cold water, hot. Cold water, hot. I have a system. And just breathe. Go past, whatever. But I couldn't find a way to navigate those energies outside. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm outside. So I smoked outside. I'm panicking outside. I'm like, all right, I don't want to be alone. So I went back in the club because I was like, if something happened to me and I'm alone, I'm going to die outside by myself. Yeah, I thought I was going to die. I never smoked before. It was my first time. I never did any type of drugs. I never drank nothing. Long story short, I smoked, panic attack popped off. I'm like, I don't want to be, I'm going inside. I head into the locker room. Luckily, I made it past the customers. I was fucking scared, okay? Everything was big. All I heard was my heart. Once I passed my house mom, we had 2 long fucking boards that you sit on, kind of like the locker rooms, like whatever, the benches. I'm making my way past the bench, and I'm like, all right, if I slow down and I just sit down, everything's gonna be okay, and nobody gonna know nothing. And then that went from, and mind you, these thoughts are quick. I'm just talking to y'all slow. My next thought was like, okay, if I lay down, ain't nobody. I laid down. My eyes closed, and I don't know what happened. People start surrounding me like, Dimples, is you okay? Are you all right? I turned around. It was like 5, 6, 7 people around me. The ambulance outside, everything. I had to go. I went to the ambulance. I went to the hospital. I was so embarrassed, but it was crazy. So for me, weed as far as this went, people was on perks, pills, syrup, lean. My one homegirl, man, she drank lean. Like, she was the one that taught me what Easter Pink was. I would be singing the Future song, something Easter Pink, something Easter Pink. Long story short, Easter Pink is lean. It's fucking lean, and lean is like codeine and syrup and NyQuil and juice and ice and all this other shit. People have it in their refrigerator for like days and shit. Put it in a soda bottle. Anyway, long story short, I never knew about none of this shit. I'm like, oh my God. Mind you, I think I took a perk before. I don't know. Well, of course I took a perk before because I had surgery, but was it a perk? Yeah, it's perks. Whatever. I took one. And I was on them. Like, not on them like, oh, I'm hooked on perks, but my first day of my period, I'd be like, let me get half of that joint. Let me get, like, just half of it for my first day. Some shit like that. Like, so I get why people use it. Cocaine, I never got into it, but I saw that shit being done when I got to Atlanta. The syrup, the cocaine, pills, that lean, all that shit. That shit, I saw that shit out here. I never saw that shit nowhere else. Fucking zombies just walking around all day. I hate that shit. I don't like that shit. Long story short, that was about it. But yeah, like, coke became very normal. I remember as a kid, I was like, damn, by the time I get around somebody that be around coke, I'm gonna run the opposite way. Green. But my peoples ended up smoking coke. So, like, not my, like, family. Yeah, some people in my family smoke coke too. But, like, people that I knew that was, like, my age demographic doing bumps and shit. And I'm like, ain't this shit expensive? Like, that's the only thing that hit my mind. I was like, how much this shit cost? Like, they're like, this shit, like, the fuck? So, that was my only, like, wow factor. Because I mean, my brothers and them hustled and all that other shit, but they wasn't letting me go outside with them and shit like that. They wasn't even letting me see it. If I saw it was an accident. One time I went to school with rocks in my fucking top pocket, and I was in elementary school, babe. If they would have caught me, they would have took all of my mama's kids. Okay? All of my mama's kids. And I was looking at my pocket like, and I knew it was drugs. Duh, I'm not stupid, so I wasn't gonna take it out. But I was all day, I was just like, oh my God, like I'm walking around with fucking drugs. You a fool.
Look here, I got that on me. On me.
So how old was you when you was walking around with your pop?
Our whole life. Not our whole life, but I was young as shit.
Oh, okay.
So like 5 and 6 and 7.
Okay. So too young to know what's going on at first.
No, I was intelligent, so I knew what was going on. We knew his ass was. We heard him. We seen him. We looking. We nosy. We like, look at him. Oh, we ain't care because he, he was a drug dealer. So, drug dealers for you.
Oh, I know you got everything.
So we, get everything we want.
I wish my daddy was a drug dealer.
No, what? No, I'm not glorifying this, y'all. This is ghetto. This is some ghetto shit. Ghetto.
Daddies work harder. Father's Day came around. Shit.
No, man.
No, pick up another hustle.
This is terrible.
Your daughter want Gucci and Prada.
No, we could have got killed, y'all. We could have died. We could have got taken. We could have got anything. Like, he got shot outside. Like, anything could have happened to us. We could have died. They could have said, them the nigga kids, let's kill them too. Like, it was ghetto.
Oh, man.
It was ghetto as fuck.
But no funny shit? She a solid one. Like, daddy was in the streets. No funny shit. Like, she like, for real. I mean, drive-bys. No, I'm just playing. But
real talk.
But no, man. Like, so for you, when you got to the club, seeing motherfuckers like out of their wits was like nothing. It was like you
and
motherfucker, you wasn't hanging around the drug.
I went to college, so everybody's drunk and no drugs. And then my last years of high school, I went to a white high school, and them fucking kids was on
Adderall more popular than perks
on drugs. Like, they was drugged out. So I mean, that shit didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me.
But for the ladies, being high in a club ain't sexy. Being off your rocker when you're supposed to be like a fantasy ain't sexy. Like you know what I'm saying? Unless a motherfucker can't tell. Because there's some people that I couldn't. I was like, you too. I couldn't tell. I had no idea. So unless you can hide your shit, don't do that shit. Because it's just a waste of money.
Unless you can hide it.
Some people can hide it. I had uncles that I never knew nothing.
Don't do it until you can hide it. Like, what? How the hell they gonna know how it's gonna affect their body? You gonna feel like you can hide it.
I can hide it now.
Look at that bitch in the corner. What she doing? She hiding.
Okay.
Oh my God. No. Don't do drugs.
It's some dark sides of dancing. I get why a lot of people don't want to deal with it and don't want anybody they love dealing with it and shit like that. I get it. But it's a lot of shit in this world that's dark that you ain't gonna want your family dealing with or have to deal with. It's some niggas, it's some abusive ass, horrible religion. It's a bunch of shit that you gonna want to, you know what I mean? But you can't control everything.
That's a fact. That part. That's a fact.
So it's like, yeah, let us count our coins in peace.
Facts. Okay, can I ask one question?
Yeah.
2 questions. If you had to do it all over again, would you do it?
What, dancing?
Yes.
Hell yeah. I'd have did it sooner. I was a late bloomer. I was late. Because the thing about it is, I was raised by my brothers. So my brothers were very, like, on my ass. Like, I never really had a chance to fuck up. I graduated with a 3.8 grade point average. Like, fuck is you talking about? Books were my best friend. I didn't even know what a sucking a dick challenge was. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really fucking, only because one of my brothers ran the block, so the niggas was scared to talk to me. So they was like, nah, that's E sister. That's E little sister. Like, so I was off limits in that way. Then another way, you would get tested every time this nigga came home. Like, so everybody sit down. He would sit all the girls down. We would sit down and he'd question us and shit like, so just I don't know, not physical examinations, like, but just questionnaires, like, to see if motherfuckers will slip up or say some shit to let him know, like, y'all been around boys, like, we was always getting questioned and shit by him, and so we was coddled. It wasn't a whole lot of street running with the girls. Like, if you meet any of my sisters, we all shy as fuck. Our brothers did that to us. That's why I'm like this. Like, ooh, got my silly shit on. I get to smile and I'll be like, oh, like my teeth fucked up or some shit. My brothers did that shit. So it's like, for me, thinking about dancing was like the farthest thing from my mind. I would have had 17 clock-in jobs before I thought about dancing. And what happened was, you can't do shit when you keep getting locked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna run wild when I'm getting an opportunity. And that's what I did. So my brother was always in and out. So one time when he went in, and I was old enough to not give a fuck, I was like, I don't give a fuck. And then he found out and he just was like, do what you gotta do, but, just be careful, be vigilant, you know what I'm saying? And don't be on some weird shit. Like, don't do too much. Like, do what you gotta do and then get out. And I just kind of always moved like that. So I started late, but if I wasn't so terrified of my brothers, I would have been shaking his ass. Shit. Got the game.
But for me, if I had to do it, if I had to do it again, would I do it?
Now, mind you, gotta understand, whatever lessons you learned, would be gone too.
I would do it again. I would do it again. I just would do it differently, but I would do it again. I would just do it with the plan. And for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have a fucking plan. I just know I was
no, I had no plan either. But that's why if I would do it again, I would do it with a plan. Which would be my last question would be, if you had any advice to give to a young girl, because for me, I'm very intentional and very purposeful, and I feel like God make us go through a lot of these lessons and things and journeys and trials and tribulations to give back to other people. So I feel like it's very important to give some advice to other girls that's coming in and coming up. So what would you say to a little girl? She 18 and the Instagram told her to be a stripper. What would you tell her?
First of all, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully she will be listening, you know what I'm saying? Because if Instagram tell her to do all that other shit, I don't even think she'll find this channel. This is for the mentally inclined. But what I'm saying is, you gotta decide who you are before you let somebody else to tell you who you are, and you shouldn't really let anybody tell you who you are. Like, I don't think that anybody can advise you on your life. They're too busy being them. Nobody can tell you how to be you. Only you can understand what makes you comfortable, makes you happy, your limits, your boundaries, by living and experiencing life, whatever the fuck that is to you. So if you 18 and you want to party, fucking party. If you're 18 and you want to go to college and you don't want to party and you want to put your head in the books, do that. Whatever the fuck floats your boat, do that, because tomorrow's not promised. Today is a gift. You know what I'm saying? So it's like somebody could be putting it in your head like, oh, you need to be not promiscuous, or you need to stay a virgin till you're married. Or that's a lot of pressure from somebody who already had a long fucking time to live. Hopefully you're talking to somebody that had a long time to live, because you're talking to somebody that's your age and you're getting advice from somebody that's your age. Good fucking luck. Long story short, like I said, whatever you want to do, you might be thinking about family. You probably came from a good family. They got started early and found a high school sweetheart. None of this shit might be your flavor. Do that. Whatever the fuck you want to do that. But always remember, nobody can make you feel inadequate, inferior, or less than without your permission.
Facts.
That's pretty much it.
Big facts.
What would you tell them?
Sit the fuck down somewhere.
Babe, that's not helping.
Sit the fuck down somewhere.
That's just mom energy. We need...
Sit your ass down. No, big sister, grown person, grown mom. I would tell you sit the fuck down. If you 18 years old thinking about stripping, I tell you sit the fuck down somewhere. I don't care what nobody say. Sit your ass the fuck down somewhere. It's 1,000,001 things in this lifetime you could be doing. Some of us, this was all we had. Some of us, this was our backs against the wall. Some of us was desperation. Now in the world, you have so many opportunities. Think clearly and wisely, and find your purpose first. And I'm sure your purpose ain't gonna tell your ass to go be no stripper, because now y'all have choices, y'all have chances, y'all have help, y'all have people, y'all got all type of shit that a lot of us didn't have. You know what I'm saying? It's just like nowadays little boys just want to wake up and volunteer to be drug dealers. Like,
nobody wants to get it the slow way. Everybody wants to get it now.
No, don't let the pressures of the world take you on a wild ass journey. Okay? As somebody who was in college and a university and got into this lifestyle because of the pressures of the world, and of mine was more survival, but don't do it. It is not worth it. It's not worth it just by being patient. Like, if the other alternative is just to be patient, be patient.
But if the other alternative is homelessness, abandonment, you already got a whole bunch of shit you got to take care of. Do what the fuck you got to do.
Go get the motherfucking bag.
And don't let a motherfucker make you feel bad about it. But I get where she coming from.
Yeah, now if that's
you
the
got
options,
baby, chase those fucking options. Because if I had an option,
I'm saying at
18, if I had an option, and I'm telling you, my mom was a fucking beast. She didn't give a fuck if I had money for my kid to get sneakers. She didn't give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck if I had tampon money. You understand me? And I was working like a dog. Because them clocking bitches treat you. I didn't even have enough money to get back and forth to this bum ass job. So that's back against the wall. And I had a kid at the time. So that's back against the wall shit I'm talking about. I'm not like, I want to go to this party on Saturday and I ain't got these J's. In her words, in Queen words, sit your ass down.
Okay.
Like, this is for the
That's why I said for 18-year-old. Now, if you 25 and above, I think they should change the age limit. I think it should be for just grown-ass women. Like, because it's a grown-ass women sport.
The thing about it is you got motherfuckers that don't really like grown women. You got motherfuckers that like children and babies.
They should go to jail and they should die. So, what the fuck? That's even worse. Go to jail. But yeah,
I agree.
But to an 18-year-old girl, I would say
I actually fuck with that. You know why? Because I started late, and I appreciated that I started late because my mind was fully developed.
Bro. If I started at 18, God, a lot of people would be beat up. Like, I would be in jail.
And I probably would have been. I still wasn't in my no phase, like clearly saying no.
I would have made it.
No, I was just more so avoiding it. And that's when I started. So it's like, if I would have started sooner, I don't know what the fuck. Because it's a lot of pressure in the strip clubs. You get approached with a lot of shit you never experienced before. You get celebrities this close to your fucking face trying to like talk to you or take you home or whatever the fuck. Most likely just trying to take you home. You know
and they ain't nobody out.
And ain't nobody
I'm
either. Like, I learned a long time ago about like starstruckism or however you want to say it so that it's plural. I've never been beat. Philly is full of fucking niggas right out back, right next door. That, you know, I'm sure people in Atlanta feel the same way. They went to high school with these people, womp. So it's like when you used to being around people this close that much time, you start looking at people that, because that TV shit makes you feel like some shit is unattainable. It's not. It's just a piece of glass with some special effects behind that shit. It's just a piece of glass. These motherfuckers bleed like we do. They're regular. And when you get around them and you experience them, sometimes they're assholes and it might fuck up your perception of what you even think about this person. So it's like, you really gotta be like, hold back and relax, because a lot of different experiences, man. Like she said, somebody come up to you, oh, I got 10,000 for you right now, let's go. You might not be as strong as Queen. You might not be ready to turn that shit down.
And y'all gotta remember, I'm grown. So when I hope y'all ain't sitting at home like this bitch, y'all, I'm real grown. So this is me, grown lady talking right now. Now, if I was 25, let's go, friend. But I'm grown as fuck, so no.
It's hard to get grown women to act like children. Money can't even get somebody that knows their worth to act like a child would act with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm very mature. I love that shit. I love the way I carry myself. I love the way I talk. I love that I got that I don't give a don't fuck with me
energy. If you can give me 20K, nigga, you can motherfucking invest in my business. Like, what we talking about? Like, get the fuck out my face.
That's what's that Future song say when he was just like, do you want a Birkin or do you want this money in your bank account? And it's like, I'm pretty sure bitches is going for the Birkin. And the bad thing about it is that Birkin is only unless it's a classic, that Birkin is only going to be good until the next Birkin come out, just like this iPhone right here. So it's like, it loses its value and it's not going to make you any money. I mean, unless you're planning on selling it, so you bought something just so you could sell it for half the price or less for later. Because ain't nobody going to buy it for more unless Cardi B touched it. Or, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we doing? But, you know, to each his own. But yeah.
Y'all best like, hello, to each his own.
Okay. All right. Have you ever fallen in love in a club? Meaning, like, a rapper or even a street dude or even a regular guy, you swept you off your feet and was just like, let me take you out on a date. He was like, damn, I'm really taken by this dude. With nothing to do with money. Even if he gave you money, that's cool, but you just really liked him.
No, that never happened.
Never happened to me either. I don't know if that shit they could be fucking lying. Bitches be like, oh, I got wiped up.
Oh, no, wait. You saying got wiped up by people out the club? Yes, but you said it ain't had nothing to do with money. Now, I ain't gonna lie now. You said it had nothing to do with money now. If they weren't making it right real hard.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. We strippers, so at the end of the day, you know the shit gonna come with money. Come on now. You taking a bitch out of a house with a birthday
not
cake.
Necessary. Oh, you said at work. So
yeah,
at work. Anything, when you walk through those doors, you become a customer.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah.
You walk through the door. You came to my job. Mm-hmm. You are now a customer. Okay. I am an entertainer. You have come to see me. Mm-hmm. So the fuck, like if you came to my talk show, you came to see me. Mm-hmm. So you got to spend some money. You came to my job.
Yeah.
Period.
But never fell in love in that bitch.
But just in love, like, oh, I just met you. Oh, you a nice guy.
Not even just met. It could be something over time. Like, oh, he comes every Thursday.
Yeah, but if he ain't spending no money, I'm not.
No. Of course, listen. Nothing happens with a dancer without money first, and everybody really needs to understand that shit.
Let me say, at work. At work. Now, if you meet me in regular life, while I'm being when I'm being regular in regular life, you know.
Fuck out of here. She's speaking for herself. Let me move this camera to the side. So basically, what I was trying to say before, she started speaking, because she on some reparation shit. She been speaking proper since we got in this bitch, man. Trying to make me feel bad. Fuck that. Suck a dick. Long story short, I don't give a fuck if you met me at Walmart, bitch. You better be asking me, you know what I'm saying? I can't stand when a motherfucker meet me at Walmart or something like that and go call me after I get out to check out line. Bitch, you better get in front of me and find out how much this $25.99 order is and pay for it and swipe that bum ass motherfucker.
That
fuck you think you playing with? At the end of the day, it's not just about the strip club. It's not just about outside, because I'm the same bitch.
No.
I am to a certain extent. If you come up to me in a strip club and you got $100, you're going to get a $100 fucking dance. And that's it. If you come up to me in a strip club and you got $10,000 or you got $500, that's the type of worth dance you going to motherfucking get. If you come up to me on the motherfucking street
and you want some shit like, you want to interrupt my life, you want something from me. Like she said, if you approach me, you came to me, you want something from me. I didn't send an oral to your brain and tell you to come get my number. So when you came and you hollered at me, that was you asking me for something. If you want my number, you asking me for something. Absolutely. That's something that belongs to me. I don't have to give it to you. So you asking me for something. So I should have the right to ask you, what the fuck are your intentions?
Absolutely.
And if you don't know right now why you in my face, you ain't my cup of tea, because I like a real nigga. I don't give a fuck if you saying I'm just here for a good time, because I'm going to tell you what's up regardless.
Yeah. You
could tell me, baby, I think I fell in love. I'm ready to call my mom. You got a quarter? I don't give a fuck what you say. You feel me? But whatever you say, I'm going to respond, and we're going to go from there. But you got to understand, if you're not coming at me and leaving the campground better than you found it, keep it fucking moving.
Facts. That part.
Keep it moving, because I didn't have niggas come through here and litter and leave trash that I'm still cleaning up. So while I'm in the midst of bending over with my yardstick and you want something from me, I need you to tell me what the fuck are you about. Are you about to get a stick and help me get some of this trash? You gonna get behind me while I go this way? All right, then cool. I got a partner. I got somebody. But you want to come and you want to ask me for something. You're not telling me what you want to provide. You're not telling me your intentions. You're just asking me about my time, my schedule, and trying to get me to free up some motherfucking time for you. I'm busy. I done got custody.
See,
you got ain't no see. You gotta let me know.
If you, I don't know, because I just feel like if you talk to people, then you know.
That's what I'm saying. In the beginning, within the first 5 minutes of me knowing you, knowing your name, your existence, how long you've been on this planet, I should know what your intentions are with me. What? And if I don't know,
how would you know that in 5 minutes?
Queen, what's going on? I think you mad beautiful. I just want to spend some time with you. Can I get your number?
But intentions change. So the intent may have been it could be, because every man, if they looking at you and they first intent naturally be to fuck. I mean, that's just a natural intent. They intent don't just to be, I'm going to marry her.
Okay.
No. So it can change.
Now you want two things from me. You want my number and you want the pussy. What am I getting? I can't even get your intentions? Damn, what you slow?
No, I'm saying
not you. I'm talking
about could change.
Nah, fuck that. Right now, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Wednesday when you met me. Intentions. I'm not talking about in 5 more minutes when you get the call from the next bitch. Right now, while you in my face, intentions. Pussy? Okay, what time?
Oh my God.
Fuck you talking about? Let's not play. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, and if that was your shit and that's what you wanted to do, depending on how you step, and we'll see what's going on. Am I single? I'm a different bitch. I don't speak for everybody. I don't speak for Queen. I don't speak for all the other dancers. I speak for Dimples or Russian Cream or however the fuck you know me. OnlyFans, big shout out to you. You've been keeping bitches alive. Me. But long story short, I go off energy. I go off a mood. I can do a I'm very raw. It's scary. I do it intentional. It's a defense mechanism. But if I meet somebody who is like, that can calm me down. Like, think about it. I don't know what it is, a magic wand you wave, but it's like something that make me feel like, damn, baby, you doing a lot. Why? Like, I don't know. Because I'll put something out for a certain aroma to get back, and only certain niggas gonna give it back. I don't expect everybody to react the same. That's like if I set off a fume in this bitch, it may not irritate everybody. My goal is to find the person that is ignited by my flame. I'm not turning it down. I'm not changing it. I do know how to behave. Jack, no. At the end of the day, I know how to behave. He lying now. You can take me home to meet your mama. I won't curse. I can take these nails out. I can bring out my own edges at the end of the day. But you got to get me there. And it takes time, and you got to earn your place. Trust is earned, and so is love. So if you want those things, it's going to take a whole lot longer than this pussy. What's your bank account number? Do you want now or you want a future?
Oh my God.
The intentions at 2 on Wednesday.
Oh my God.
Not the intent. Go ahead, Queen. Hold it down.
I got nothing to say.
No, fuck that. She's so sweet. She the sweetest person. Like, give him a chance. So patience. So sweet. Eat these niggas up.
No, the fuck I'm not. I am.
So if dude could come meet you right now, not inside the club.
I feel good.
Dude could come meet you right now, not inside the club. And you say, "How you doing, miss? I'd like to take you to church on Sunday if that's all right."
Well, see, I'm a different person. See, because then I'm going to have to educate his ass. I'm like, all right, friend, so what we doing up at the church? What you want to do at church? You want to talk to who? Your white Jesus? Because I don't believe in that shit. So, I mean, don't be telling me you want to take me to church. That'd be the wrong mistake, see.
So how would you
He'll
like
fuck up
somebody to
already.
approach you? What advice would you give somebody that's interested in approaching
guy?
the queen?
Okay. Be a grown at sea.
He said, or girl.
Not girl.
He said, or girl.
Man. A black man. I got a son. I need a king to model the king energy. But yes, first and foremost, I have to respect you like a king. And you cannot be a little boy. My son can't be more man than you. Let's just put that out there, because I think that people need to
So
understand.
the approach, how would you like to be approached?
Approach? I don't know. I don't know. I don't
It don't
have
matter.
no thought. Yeah, I'm a energy person too. So I'ma feel you. I'ma feel you if you full of shit. I'ma feel you if maybe you can see and talk. I'ma feel if this will be a homie. This will be a friend. I can feel
How soon can you tell? Is it a right away thing?
instantaneously. Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Because even now, as a I
just
don't
helped
even
prove my
know your
point.
intentions.
Intentions change. But she
I
knew
don't know your
instantaneously
intentions.
if she was gonna put you in a friend basket, the possible basket, or the we will never
No.
see each other again basket. She
Or
knew
any
that.
human, girls, boys, I'm just an energy person, and I can feel, as even if I walk in a room, I can hear somebody open up their mouth and know, okay, stay away from that energy.
Mm-hmm.
That energy ain't it for me. Stay, this ain't my type of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just one of those. But people intentions, I don't know, because intent can start off as a friend, and then you can date somebody late. I don't be knowing, because.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told y'all I grow every day, and I think it's sound crazy until you do it, but I really grow every day. So
I
what I
believe
like
you.
yesterday, I don't like no more.
I'm bipolar, so I'm right there with you.
Okay, no, but just be a masculine, providing ass man.
Well, the best way to approach me is with a Glock. 22 special.
I got my own.
I like a silver handle. If you got a scope with a beam, that's nice. Beam my heart from across the joint. 8 mile, come here. That shit gets me excited. I'm sorry, I gotta bring her. She is just too, I can't. I gotta be the evil one. I'm gonna do it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take us home. So it's seriously, for me,
Why be evil? Think about this.
If you see me,
what energy do you
try to-
want? Think about this.
I'm hyper, so I don't want somebody that's as hyper as me, but I don't want somebody that got a beef with my hype shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying the energy you want in life. If you want some good energy, why be mean to people? I don't want to be mean to these people. I want to be nice.
I don't know. Okay. So first of all,
I got my ratchet side too. That's why my show is woke and ratchet. Because
let me say this. There's a lot of things that I say that I'm not really passionate about, but this isn't one of them. So I'm not mean. I'm an asshole. There's a big difference, okay? And I'm always gonna be an asshole because I'm a comic.
Right.
I write. I get overwhelmed. I have 19 personalities. I'm bipolar. I have ADHD. So you don't know what you're gonna get that day. So I can't promise you that I'm gonna be nice to you on Monday because I met you nice on Sunday. My period probably hadn't really kicked in yet. You probably got one.
I don't think nobody doing that but white women's, and we ain't doing that. We ain't faking. I'm gonna be nice right now, and then 5 minutes later, what the fuck?
Okay, so for instance, when I was walking in this building right now, somebody was like, hey, jumped off the bus. Martina. Okay? Jumped off Martina. With motherfucking Walking Dead gear. Zombie of the Land, Walking Dead, stains all down the white tee. I ignored it because we human beings, ain't nobody better than nobody. That's what my homegirl had said earlier. So he was like, let me holler at you. I stopped fearfully. I clutched my bags tight. I grabbed my church pearls, my invisible church pearls. I was scared. I said, he gonna get me in front of the spot. No. They told me about this part of town. Really? So long story, he came. He was just like, he had a cigarette halfway lit, girl. You know what I'm saying? I know times was rough because it wasn't even a fresh cigarette. So long story short, he re-sparked that shit, bitch. I was scared. I didn't know to give him the bag or the number. So he was just like, shut up, Jack. Jack, shut up. So he was just like, Mom, can I holler at you? I said, how can I help you, sir? I ignored that. He was like, trying to holler and shit. And I went straight to do you need assistance? Do you need me to call somebody? Are you hurt? how can I help you? Like, that's the role I jumped into. I was scared. I was like, yo, this nigga gonna beat me the fuck up, nigga.
He
Like,
said he was talking to me. My funny ass, y'all so funny.
I was
Hey, have a nice day.
shit. No, no. You know what? Usually I'm very nice. Yo, let me tell you about something else before we get out of here.
Changing.
I fucking pulled over one time because I saw a stranded man in the middle of the street with a dog and a little boy. The boy had to be like 4 or 5 years old. So I'm like, let me help them. It's hot as shit today. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this was down the road from where I was staying. I said, let me help them. It's hot. Like, come on. Like, fuck that. I said, where y'all gotta go? They was like, we going right up the road, literally to the light. I said, come on in. I'll help y'all. We get in the car. We go one light. And he wouldn't get out the car. He would not get out the car. I said, oh my God.
Okay, see, I'm from the hood, and we know not to let no random ass motherfucking people in your cars. Now,
That's what my girlfriend said. She's like, bitch, why would you even let him in?
Now,
But
I help a
felt
lot.
bad.
I am the helpiest
I felt bad.
to the point where I help people push cars.
So that's
and
what
all
I'm
types
saying.
of-
So now
But
I
you ain't getting in my motherfucking
So,
car.
so now I be on my
Or
jigsaw.
if you in my car, I'ma keep my gun on my lap and you just get the fuck out. Like
He was not getting out. He said, what y'all about to do after this? I said, what? Get out.
Well, no, the little man downstairs.
So I
nice.
be on my motherfucking, I be on my P's and Q's now. Everybody can't just run up on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm clutching now. Now I'm clutching.
I don't know, maybe it's
'Cause
the
I-
energy. Cause I'm like, hey, from over there, stay your ass right there. But
He
hey.
wasn't staying over there.
How was
The
your
motherfucker
day?
was on his way. He kept getting
I'm
closer
alright
and
now.
closer. I talked to him
Oh.
because I'm like, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? The nigga kept coming and coming and coming. Bitch, I'm at the door now. I'm like, what the fuck is the motherfucking...
Look, man, I just put my
What's
hand
the
in my
number?
bag.
What's
One
the
hand in
number?
the bag.
I gotta get inside the fucking building. Like, they about to get me right outside. So long story short,
Don't get
that
out.
was that. But bro, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have a little to you, a little preparation. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, the type of guy that I am looking for is not gonna be like, oh, you caught me on a down day. This nigga don't know what a down day look like. He's fresh every day. Every day. Like, every day. And I'm not saying that you gotta be Balenciaga down. But not the Walking Dead zombie with the paint clusters all down the white tee. Don't wear a white tee. Buy black tees if you know you down bad. Shit, the white tee is for niggas with money. Drug dealers, the ones that's getting money every day. Not you.
Oh my
Get a black shirt, nigga. You a black shirt nigga. There's nothing wrong with being a black shirt nigga.
That's how you differentiate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, y'all, but I just try to show the black man love. I don't know. I think I'm just getting nice. Maybe because I got a son. It changed me.
You hold down a drug dealer if he hold you down and then go to jail?
I did that before.
How long?
About a year.
That's not
8
bad.
months, 9 months.
That's not bad. That was pretty solid.
But yeah, I did.
That's pretty solid. I could do a year. I could do a year. I could do a year.
But you saying
I'm gonna
would
be
I?
fucking other niggas, but I could do
Now
a
am
year.
I grown people life? Am I grown people lady life? It depends. Like what you.
I
did.
mean, like,
not
hell,
no drug dealer because I wouldn't be dating a drug
Yeah, I
dealer now in
can.
my grown last lady life. Like I'm not playing. Like I said.
You could be my piece, you just can't be my main. Shout
and
out
I
to my
don't
drug
have
dealers.
pieces
Dope
and
dealers to the day we
I
go.
don't have pieces and play around with niggas. I don't got time. I don't got time for that. I have a child, so I have to be very, very careful with how I'm operating because I have a son.
Mama gotta have a life too.
And now that I'm realizing that like, I don't want the wrong influences around him.
I feel you.
Because if you met him, he is so fucking intelligent. Like he could be the president.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm raising a president, what the fuck I'm gonna do with little Billy, little Killy, little motherfucking JoJo?
That's why she's still
He
single.
gonna
People
turn to
tune
JoJo.
in.
I ain't got time for that. Like you ain't gonna turn my motherfucking king that I'm raising into JoJo.
Nah, that's what's up. Respect. Period.
So I have to move as such. Like
So when we gonna get some more kings? Because this castle been empty for a little while. How old is he? 4?
6.
He's 6.
About to be 7.
That's even longer. I thought it was less time, baby. Come on, gotta get that thing rocking. Do you want another baby?
Hell yeah, I love kids. They're so amazing.
That's what's up. Okay, well,
lit.
we're gonna work on that.
It's
But
maybe
let's bring this to a little close. Let's bring it down and say sayonara. Thank you so much, Queen, for coming down and kicking it with me and having this intimate conversation about the strip club. Because we women, we regular people, and we raising kings
Period.
and building empires,
Period.
and put some respect on that. Okay? Thank you. Thank you.
And if you don't, who the fuck cares? Fuck
That's what I'm
you.
saying.